into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll operate out of split backs. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Quarterback will keep it. There he goes. He's loose. Past the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, teams are always trying to find a way to establish momentum early. I don't know if you could do it better than that, though, David. Opening play of the game, you hand it off, he takes it the distance to score a touchdown.
And who says you have to pass the football to create big plays on the ground? Simple play, execution great. Talk about setting the tone for a football game. Consider the message delivered for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to up. On that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it behind the line. It's Morris. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Offense in a bunch formation. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's James. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
He wants to throw it again. He's got him in the flat. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morris. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. looking to pass. It's Underwood. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Kick is in the air. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He gets a block. Touchdown, Michigan! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Might be changing the route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan 14, Cal
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Well, the defense can't afford to give up too many big plays like that. That was a simple day one go route. A guy just running straight down the field. You need your DBs to get to that football and swat that thing away. You give up too many more of those, you don't got a shot at winning this game.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Golden Bears! After the score, we'll see if that frees a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The option look. Quick toss. Still on his feet at the 25. Lots of running room. The 30. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Wolverines. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Finding an escape route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. It's caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Here's the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got the quick pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off the play fake. Quickly complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's McCulley. Got room at the 35. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball possession, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Dumps it to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was... to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They kick it away on 4th down. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Able to work into the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Throws to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot. Just couldn't come up with a completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick completion to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Golden Bears have taken it inside the 20. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simpson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
To the air, it's Underwood. The quick out. Got enough space. Touchdown Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to set up an outbreaking route here on 3rd and long, trying to get a receiver open in space. Just couldn't come away with it, though. Nice job by the defense watching the QB's eyes and swatting it down.
The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the ground, it's Haynes. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the option. Here's the handoff. Wide open open spaces. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Turning it on!
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleep and clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All out of space. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And the offense is doing probably exactly what you want them to do. What do we need to do? We need to run clock. We got the lead. We're in a good situation to get points. Now, tick, 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 tick. The clock is my friend.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to blast their way in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.